So we are discussing truth, not COVID. You want to give us a little bit of background on the organization?
It's not an organization. It's a campaign that we're doing for Allegheny County, and it's really focusing on our community, Black and Latino, African immigrants, marginalized communities, LGBTQ, making sure that they're included in getting the best information on how to stay safe, especially now with this Delta variant, and what to do in terms of being able to navigate what's about to happen this fall as the Delta variant continues to surge, and then we're going to add flu on top of that. So the whole goal is Truth Not COVID is just trying to make sure that in our own language, our own style, understanding that we have definitely legitimate reasons to mistrust government, mistrust systems, based on the way we've been treated in the past and the things that have been done to us. How do we make sure that there's a channel to get out our information in a way that uses trusted community leaders? So we're going through a whole process of getting trusted community leaders to really join the campaign, and then to be able to train them on a very easy digital toolkit so that then they can customize messages and post and videos for their communities, for their audience. Again, talking about things in Spanish, talking about things for African immigrants, talking about things for the Black community in Pittsburgh. Again, we've been left out of these conversations. The focus has been other communities. Truth Not COVID is just focusing on our communities. And so we're trying to mobilize trusted community messengers to help us get the word out.
So what is something that you're, other than rallying community leaders to get behind this, what is an actual fact that you can tell people who are concerned about taking the vaccination that can ease their mind to get it? I mean, it's more than just saying, hey, my pastor at church, he's for the vaccine, he took it himself. Like, people will hear that and they're like, okay, that's not enough for me. So how can we make it enough for them?
Well, it's different things for different folks, but I'll just give you real quick. One, we don't want to discount the fact that people are hesitant. They have their own legitimate reasons on why they're hesitant. We're not trying to discount that. We're actually trying to lift them up. But what we are saying, though, is our communities are overrepresented in hospitalization, deaths, serious illnesses. So we just want to make sure people can make informed choices. If you're not going to use the vaccine, then what are you doing to be safe? Are you doing masks? Are you doing social distancing? Just masks in and of themselves really work. So if you're one of these folks who's definitely doesn't want to get vaccinated, you can do a lot with just wearing your mask, but you got to take that part serious.
You gotta be
but in terms of the vaccine itself, 91% effective. I mean, it really, it really does work. It has the best science ever around it. Black folks were included in clinical trials at the highest rates ever in clinical trials. Black people actually volunteered to be involved in this. So it's not like we weren't included in the process. Right. And I want people to understand this isn't something that is being done to us. We were involved in this from the beginning, including a Black female doctor involved with Pfizer helping develop the vaccine. So we understand that you may have legitimate concerns. Let's talk about them. And that's what Truth Not COVID is about. So you can just, all of the social media is Truth Not COVID. Whatever your favorite social media is, go to that and you can start asking questions, getting information, sharing information yourself. And then if you're interested in actually, as a community leader, getting further training, we have trainings that are happening 2 or 3 times a month that you can join live or watch a recorded training. So this is serious. But again, what I want people to understand is it ain't over. And this isn't a scare tactic. This is a let's be prepared tactic. Let's understand that this is not over. The Delta variant isn't over. We haven't even hit winter yet. We don't know what's going to happen with that. There's another variant behind the Delta one. And we're not trying to scare people. We just said, look, let's be prepared, because we can't rely on other folks getting us good information. We have to rely on ourselves.
Absolutely. Somebody had made a comment saying not just the mask, though, it has to be a proper type of mask. I agree with that. And I'm vaccinated fully, but I believe that the mask is a lot more helpful, honestly. I mean, in all actuality, I feel more safe with my mask on if I'm around a group of people versus relying on the fact that, oh, I'm vaccinated. You know, but a lot of people, the mentality is for a lot of vaccinated people is, oh, I'm vaccinated, I'm safe regardless. And as we're seeing that even with the vaccination, everybody's body is different. Everybody's body is going to react differently. You don't know, but the more information that you have, the better educated chance or choice that you can make whenever it comes to it. But either way, I absolutely feel like a mask is needed regardless, because that is probably the number one thing that helps me and helps you, because it's blocked. I'm blocking myself, you're blocking you. There really isn't any room for confusion there. So I also want to say this for everybody who's tuned in. I really want to stop the vaccination shaming and the non-vaccination shaming. People are entitled to make their own choices and what works for them, what works for their beliefs and things like that. We should not be making anybody feeling less than because they're hesitant to put something in their body just because you are a little bit more comfortable. So I want to eliminate that.
Yeah,
Too.
real quick on your mask point. That's an excellent point. And the reason why that is excellent is because we had the lowest flu season on record because we were wearing masks. All right,
Right.
so
So there was nothing happening because
there was
we were wearing masks.
and we didn't have the vaccine then. We didn't have the
Right.
vaccine when we had the lowest flu season ever. Same thing with cold. So there's benefits. And if you don't want to wear a mask all the time, crowded places, shopping, public transportation, indoor, just do it for your family if you don't want to do it for yourself.
Listen, I
You're
never
right.
liked getting the flu anyway. So the
Yeah.
mask thing came along. I'm like, you know what? I like this.
Well,
I don't have to gonna get sick.
let me make an offer. If people go to Truth Not COVID, and if you can push this for me, if people go to Truth Not COVID and follow us, then I will send them 5 masks that are designed, that are scientifically tested and approved. I can send folks 5 masks that are the best masks if they start liking us and following us on social media. I have to figure out a way to send them to them, but at least we can start there with the liking and the following.
Listen, they can get them in the mail. There's DMs. They can get those masks. If you need some masks, if you're tired of spending money on masks, you better get you these free 5 masks. And get not even it's beyond the mask. Get some actual information from some people who you identify with. That's it. If you're tired of seeing the stuff on the news, if you don't believe Dr. Fauci because you feel like he's the ops right now, because you feel comfortable from your own community, then get that information. The Pfizer vaccine actually just got approved from the FDA. So everything that they have going on in that vaccine is up for knowledge. So find out if you're not concerned with it. Ask the questions and follow Truth Not COVID, because they'll definitely seem to have some answers for you.
Last thing on that point, I know we got to run. If you go to Truth Not COVID, the YouTube channel, you will see Black and brown doctors from Pittsburgh, Dr. Conti, Dr. Gloucester, Dr. Sims, others, Dr. Diego, who are doctors from our community, actually giving the science and the facts around the mask, around staying safe, and around the vaccine. So we have Black and brown doctors from our communities and faith-based leaders that can talk to this.
Definitely. And shout out to all the Black, the doctors and everything who have been a vocal point, who have, bringing awareness to everything. I've been seeing Dr. Conti all over the place. So I like to see her. She's very well engaged with everything that's going on. So
you got it. Appreciate the time.
Yeah. Oh, it was my pleasure. Everybody, make sure that you follow Truth Not COVID. If you hurry up and go over there, he's going to be picking people to send you some masks. Make sure that you got your information. And it was a pleasure, Ivan. Thank you so much.
Good talking to you. Peace.